It was good. So today we got lymph system, we got excretory system, and we got acids and bases. So we got through quite a bit of material today, but let's start with the lymph system. So the two main functions of the system is to transport like immune cells, like lymphocytes, I believe, and also drain interstitial fluid from the cells. What are the two types of lymphoid organs? What does each do? So there's primary and there's secondary, or central and peripheral. So primary or central, those are used for maturing lymphocytes, and then the peripheral, those are just where, that's like that's where they move through. Like that's like where the immune responses will occur. Like when the lymphocytes continue on, that's like where they'll occur. So what are the two central lymphoid organs? First is the bone marrow, which is where lymphocytes are produced. All blood cells are produced there, like platelets, red blood cells, white blood cells. And then the other one is the thymus, which is where the T cells will develop and mature. Okay, so it says bone marrow produces and matures B cells. Thymus matures T cells. But yeah, the main thing about the thymus is that it doesn't produce, it matures. So what are the 5 structures of peripheral lymphoid tissue? So lymph nodes are used for storing these mature lymphocytes. Keyword on storing. Not like, or actually wait, maybe not, wait, I'm getting confused. Okay, wait. Thalamus is for maturing. Lymph nodes, I believe, is like for storage, and it's like where lymph will get filtered, and then that's where you like check for like, it's like police stations. I feel like in my mind, it's like if they go through and they notice a pathogen or something, then they'll trigger immune response. Spleen, that is where extra blood is kind of stored, and that's where red blood cells and stuff are there, are like recycled. Aldenoids are present in the nasal cavity. They filter incoming air. Appendix, that's at the end of your, what is it, large intestine? That just monitors kind of like what you're intaking, because you're getting exposed to the outer world. Just checking out what's in your gut. Then Puryear's patches, those are in the intestines. I'm not too sure about this. Okay, maybe appendix was not the intestine. Maybe appendix is just gut, but it says Puryear's patches is intestine. Oh, I feel like intestine. They are just in the intestines, and again, they just monitor what's going in and out. Well, not out, but like in. So difference between lymph and interstitial fluids. So lymph is what's called like when it's inside the lymphatic system, like inside the inside the veins or whatever, like inside the what do you say, like the vessels. And then interstitial fluid is just when it's outside, so it's like when it's with the cells. Where does lymph start from? It starts from the blood plasma. That just gets leaked out into interstitial fluid and then gets drained into the lymph vessels and stuff like that. What are the 4 parts of the body that do not have lymphatic capillaries? So first there's the cornea, I believe. Cornea, then the brain, I want to say. Brain and spinal cord, cornea, cartilage, and bone marrow. What are the general movement of lymphatic fluid? So it generally moves from smaller vessels to larger vessels. Like, that's kind of all. Lymphatic capillaries to larger lymphatic vessels. What 4 parts of the body? So what are the 3 ways lymph can be moved? So I believe the thicker ones, like the thick lymph ones that transport a lot, they have smooth muscle that can contract. Otherwise, they use like skeletal muscle or gravity, like the muscle that flex around, that'll like help it move around. There's valves in them, which is similar to veins, so they'll have valves that prevent the backflow. It also says here that they do respiratory movements, so pressure changes will also help with that. What are 3 ways that what does the right lymphatic thoracic duct do, and what do they drain? So there's the right lymphatic, which is like the upper right portion of your body, and that drains into your subclavian vein, the right subclavian vein. Then the thoracic duct will drain all the rest of the stuff, like your left side and your bottom right, and that'll go into your jugular vein. I think it says here thoracic gut duct empties to the left subclavian vein, but I'm not too sure. And then these veins will just dump into the because it's mainly plasma, so it'll just combine in and join via the inferior and superior vena cava, the superior one most likely. So what do lacteals do? These are specialized kind of lymph that are in the cilia of the intestine, I want to say. They absorb fats. That's the main thing, and they transport the fats because they can't enter, because the fats are like kind of big, the fatty acids, so it's like they can't go into the capillaries straight through the digestive system. Like even after getting broken down by the stomach enzymes and all that stuff, it's still a bit too big, so those fats will just be transported via lymph and then just to the rest of the body. Yeah. Yeah, specialized lymphatic capillaries in intestinal villi that absorb dietary fats. So what is edema? Edema is just when it's not fully draining. So if you don't have draining, then it's like it's going to cause swelling, and that's like not good. What does lymph node biopsies do? So by checking out lymph nodes, you could see the composition of those, like what's in the lymph, and you could like notice like is cancer spreading or not, because those cancer cells are going to be spreading. Is it called myelin or something? But anyways, it's like gonna move around, so then you could like track and see if there's cancer cells in the lymph, and then you'd be like, oh, there's cancer that's spreading, and then like, damn, it's not good, right? So yeah, that is all.